What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the channel. Today's video is about Battlefield 2042 players and how this game feels empty right now. Well, in the past few days, I've just seen it for myself that bot lobbies are getting way ahead of themselves. It's like I joined some lobbies in times of day where they should be filled with players, and half the lobby is just bots. I'm literally playing against AIs. It's a PvE. It's no multiplayer. And that really makes the experience less enjoyable, way less enjoyable for me. And I'm pretty sure that's a problem for everyone that plays Battlefield 2042 because we've been longing for this server browser that we've never got. And that makes it really hard for the players to find each other. And the matchmaking system is just corrupted. They were supposed to fix it, but apparently their fix was partial and something is wrong again. Or maybe the player base is just decreasing again. Last time I checked, it was 32,000 peak for 24 hours. And now it's almost 26,000, I guess, last time I checked. So the players are decreasing again due to lack of content and all the issues that this game has. And someone commented on my previous video saying Season 7 will probably be the end of Battlefield 2042. And that's why they're releasing multiple maps and doing all that crazy stuff. And that was something that had never crossed my mind. That could be really the case. Completely stop supporting Battlefield 2042 with the Season 7 updates, releasing multiple maps, multiple new weapons, and just kissing it goodbye for the next Battlefield title, probably. That's one possibility. And about bot lobbies, it's just not about where I play, because I play on UAE servers. But people in Europe, people in US, I see streamers and content creators from there, they're actually facing these bots as well. I mean, it's not something related to your server location. The game is just losing players. And the fact that people are losing interest in this game is due to several issues. The issues actually go deep down in Battlefield 2042. There's a major problem with Battlefield 2042 that people are mentioning every here and then. And it's the fact that this game has very little Battlefield essence in it. And they're correct to some degree. Unlike many multiplayer games, this game has AIs and lots of AIs that people just don't want to play against. If people wanted to play against AI, they would go play, I don't know, some kind of an extraction shooter, something like that. They wouldn't bother being on a quote-unquote massive multiplayer shooter. And that's reasonable, in my opinion. And the hit registration, which is still there, never have been fixed. And all the issues. The game, performance-wise, is just crap. It's getting better and better, but it's just not cutting it yet. And again, I've mentioned this before. What's interesting is DICE does not post anything on Twitter. The game modes are coming every once in a week. Do not make up for the content that this game needs. It's hard for the players, but it's way harder for content creators to make content. I'm actually clueless about my next videos because, as you guys might know, my channel mostly covers the news around Battlefield 2042. I don't have many tips and tricks videos or things like that, top 5 weapon and stuff like that. I don't have many of them. And I usually just cover what's new about the game. And that's just ruined for me because nothing new is going on. There's something really interesting about the matchmaking system of Battlefield 2042. And I've tried this with my friends, and this works most of the times. When we just open up the game and we go ahead and, I don't know, matchmake for a Conquest 64, most of the times we get an empty server, or let's say a server with half players and half bots. What we do is we just get out of that game and we don't rejoin that lobby, because if we matchmake Conquest 64 again, we get thrown into the previous lobby. So what we do is we go for a team deathmatch, play around. When that map, or let's say that match, comes to an end, we just get out immediately and start matchmaking Conquest 64 again. And most of the times, we're in a lobby where it's almost filled with real players. And that works for some reason. I don't know what's wrong with the matchmaking system. And if people from DICE are watching this video, you gotta try this. I promise you this works. I have no idea how, but it works. Because you guys promised to fix this, and we're still having this problem. imagine people are playing a Conquest 64, like 55 players are in that server, 9 players are not, and instead of them, there's just AI walking around. When I matchmake, you don't put me in that lobby. You just put me in an empty lobby and make me wait for other players to join me. And that lobby stays, the previous lobby stays 55 players, and it doesn't change. And map by map, match by match, that number decreases to a degree where that lobby becomes empty. It becomes like 30, 32 players, and half of them will be bots again. That makes the experience awful. Okay, the first thing that needs to be fixed about this game is the matchmaking system. It's ridiculous, and it doesn't work. I do believe it's too late for adding a server browser to the game. It's way too late. Let's be honest about it. It should have been there from the beginning, or at least a year ago, a year and a half ago. This matchmaking system should have been completely removed and replaced with a server browser, like all the Battlefield games. But they just decided not to do that, and now we're facing the consequences of a wrong choice. If you're watching this video and you're having the same issues as mine, like the matchmaking system is just corrupted, you're being put into lobbies with no players, just comment down below and tell me what you think about this. How can they fix this properly? Just in general, are you facing this issue? Is there a fix that you know for it? And hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, just like the video. That will really help the video to be shared to people like yourself that watch the content. And if you enjoyed the content, do make sure to subscribe to the channel because more videos are coming soon. I actually have a video planned on top 3 weapons of each category in Battlefield 2042 that will go live in a few days. And I'm just preparing that video and hope to see you there. Until next time, stay cool.